Good morning, hunters in the Hunters Call of the Wild. December 29th at 99%. I gotta say, I'm amazed. I am impressed by how the community has pulled together on this community hunt. We have until January 1st to get to 100%, and here we are on the 29th of December. We still got 2 full days after today to get to 100%, and we are right at the threshold. I am so proud of the whole entire community. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for helping out with this community hunt and banding together and doing what we do, and that is hunt these animals in the Hunter Call of the Wild. For those of you that are joining my channel, this is OG Devil Dog, OG space D3VIL D4WG. Thank you for watching. And we are at an amazing, when I last looked last night, we were at 74 subscribers. Let me look again to see where we are. And that was when I went to bed last night. We're still at 74 subscribers. We are 26 subscribers away from our first milestone of 100 subscribers. And before you ask, does it cost anything to subscribe to a content creator? No, it does not. It just means that you are following that content creator on YouTube. And what that means is when that content creator creates a video or a content that you may be interested in, a subscriber sees it before non-subscribers. So you new viewers that are coming in, please feel free to subscribe and help OG build his channel and reach that first milestone of 100 subscribers. Over 3,000 views and 219 hours of watch time. I am really impressed by y'all helping me build this channel. I greatly appreciate everything that you do. For those of you that are a PC, the bottom right hand corner, there is a watermark there. Little white box has got subscribe in it. Click on subscribe and you can quickly subscribe that way. There's a subscribe button on the video if you're looking at it on your mobile device or on a console or your TV or whatnot. You can subscribe that way, or you can also click on my profile picture and go to my main page of YouTube and main page profile, and click subscribe that way also. If you would like to donate to my channel, my Cash App is in the description. Feel free to look there or go to my main profile page again on YouTube and you can find the Cash App link there also. 99%. Oh, I am impressed. I am so proud of y'all. I really am. Everybody that has contributed, everybody that has helped make this hunt a success in the community. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. All right, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I've actually set up 4 different areas, and I usually hunt with a bow, but this time I have switched over to my rifle. So let me show you what I am working with. Go back over here. This is the rifle that I'm using, the Ranger 243. Alright, I'm using 243 polymer tip bullets. They are well within range. Let me show you. They are recommended class 2 through 6. So these bore are class 5. Remember that. I'm still using the proper weapon and ammo. I just switched, okay? I usually use a bow and call them in, but I'm trying a little something different, and we are going from there. And I've even got a new night vision scope. So let's see where we are at on the map, and let's find us a spot. Alright, we've been killed something there. We can go to our handy dandy first spot that we normally use, or we can go back over here. Oh, look at this. See the smiley face? Alright, even though it's not showing wild boar there, they're still showing up. They are still showing up at 0300 to 0600. Alright, so that is pretty nifty in itself. I'm digging it that I can still get boar there. This area over here in the peak of the road has cooled off a little bit, so I'm kind of leaving that one alone for a little while, and we are going over the eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I've done used that one, so let's go over here to this one. All right, and let's have a little fun here. We have a feeder. It is at 90% bait remaining, so I'm going to leave that alone. Let me double check this feeder, see what it's doing. The feeder is getting the most activity is the one I'm going to go to. Let's see. That one's at 100%. It just got filled. That one's at 97. All right. And I just killed something there, so I'm staying out of that area. And so we're going to go to this one. It's at 90%. And so, what are we doing here, you ask? Well, this was a hot zone for boar. I'm sorry, that's at 98%. You see what this one's doing again? This one's at 97. Let's go here. Let's use this spot. Alright, we haven't used it in a while. We're going to use it tonight. So we're going to do 0300 to 0600. Look at that. We already got something calling us. Alright. So let's run over here real quick. Let's have a little fun. I've actually mowed my bait barrel a little bit. Put me a tripod stand up. I was trying to do something a little different. Use blinds and stuff and try a few different things. It wasn't quite working to my favor. So I'm going back to my handy dandy tripod stand. There is my bait barrel. Let's go ahead and put the electronic collar out also. And see if we can get some stuff called in here. Man, I cannot believe we're at 90%. I'm proud of everybody. Let's rotate that and put the antenna to our back. And let's kind of put it. We want to call them in, so we got a bunch of stuff over here. Let's inspect this real quick. All pheasants. I know boar have been coming in here. Alright. So let's try this new area out. Well, it's an old area that we used in the beginning. But we made some adjustments to it. And I've already seen boar here. So now, let's hightail it. Run, Forrest, run back to our tent. And see what happens. Alright. Now normally I'm using a bow, but I kind of want to speed things up a little bit. Get my handy dandy spray in my hand. We're going to rest till 2:45. Well, let's make it 2:40. 2:40 is 20 minutes, 2:45 is 15. Let's go with 10 minutes, 2:50. Yeah, let's stick it with 250. So we can go ahead and get in our stand. Hit rest. Put our handy dandy spray on. And get our electronic collar in our hand ready to go. Alright, now we're going to run, Forrest, run to the tripod stand that I normally use. Now, I am playing on Xbox console, so there's some things that y'all could probably do on PC or PlayStation that I can't do, which is cool. Alright, so let's get this set to wild boar. Get it turned on. And get our handy dandy night vision binoculars going. Alright. That's a badger. Not even going to worry about trying to zoom in on him. We're just going to stay in our stand from 0300 to 0600. That's the normal feeding times for these boar that I have found, and 2100 to midnight. So that is 9 p.m. at night to midnight and 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. That is some of the feeding times that I have seen. We are in Scotland, and where we are currently at, if we have any success, if you look at the map, the bottom third of the map, left hand corner, zoom in until you see the little smiley face right here on this little island, and come straight down across, and then you'll see a lookout point. I have my tent next to it, tripod stand, feeder, and my collar. And we're just going to hang out here and watch for these boar. I have a new, uh, maybe not new to you if you already have it, but I have a new night vision, which is pretty cool. A new night vision scope on my rifle, and I can actually use it during the daytime too. So I mean, it filters out the lights and everything. So it's pretty cool. It keeps me from having to change out my scopes constantly, which is pretty cool. And I'm going to show it to you real quick while we're here. That is my new scope, and it's downloaded content. I think it's like $4.99, and you got some major zoomage in there. Look at that. So we just wait. Oh man, I am impressed. I cannot stress this enough. I am impressed with the community. We've still got over 48 hours. So let's say 12 hours of today left, 48. We got 60 hours left in this event, and we are right at 99%, and our goal is 100%. I am proud of each and every one of you. You guys are great. Everybody's been working together to get this done. It doesn't matter if you've got 1,000 kills or if you got 500, or in my case, I've got 69 right now. I've been killing, boars here and there, but I also play other games, and I also do other videos and other games. So I haven't really been concentrating a whole lot just specifically on this one game alone. I do other videos and a lot of training videos for like DC Universe Online and NASCAR Heat 5, which is an old game. Um, and I just do fun stuff, like college football 24 or 25 and Major League Baseball 24. I do fun stuff and other videos and other games. So I don't strictly just concentrate on playing this game all the time. I know there are some that do, and you might be like thinking, okay, OG, you only got 69 contributions. You suck. Okay, well, yeah, but if I was on this game all the time, like I do other games that I bounce in and out of and do videos on, my totals would be way up there too. And I'm just really happy that I've figured out how to help you contribute to the community hunt, and I hope that my advice has helped you. And we will move forward and get our rewards for this and look forward to the next event coming up. Be sure to like and subscribe. Man, we are at 74 subscribers. We need 26 more to hit our milestone. Can we get it? I think we can. I think with all the viewers out there and all the view hours that we're seeing, and some of the likes here and there on different videos, I really think that we can reach that milestone, that first milestone of 100 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe. It is absolutely free. It just means that you are following me as a content creator, like you would on Facebook or Twitter or Twitch or Discord or whatever, that has a setup where you could follow somebody. And we got a boar coming in. We hear him. But that's all that means, is that you are just following me. It does not mean that you got to pay for a subscription or anything like that. And that was kind of a funny thing that YouTube did years ago of subscribing. It fooled people into thinking, oh, well, I have to pay to watch this content creator. No, that's not the case. That is absolutely not the case. So feel free to subscribe to my content. I'm not one of these that may use a computer and mod stuff or whatnot. No, I'm on an Xbox console. I do this regularly. There he is. Where'd he go? There he is. Look how close I can zoom in. I think he dropped. Let's look at the map. Yep, he dropped. Alright, I have gotten one here. Alright, we might have gotten our first one, so we just wait now. We know they come in. And we just be patient and wait for more. 99%. That is awesome. I'm just, I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic for all of us working together as a community. So if you would like to make donations to my channel and help me get other things for this game, feel free to. My Cash App link is in the description of the video, and it's also on my profile page. If you click on my profile icon, which is the wolf surrounded by red, whatnot, it's called a devil dog. If you click on that, you can go to my main profile page. And OG Devil Dog. I joined the Marines back in 1995, and I had a pretty decent career with them. Can't complain. And now I'm a disabled veteran, so I'm just, that's where the Devil Dog comes from. And we will not get into anything else about that, and we will leave that alone. I just want to enjoy playing my games and doing content for everybody. So with that said, now you know where the Devil Dog of OG Devil Dog comes from. As OG's a former Marine. Alright, I am excited for this. I'm actually trying out a new weapon and new scope and just doing a couple things differently. Because I normally bow hunt, and a lot of y'all have seen I normally use a bow. I I can't just move the time up by one time by clicking on a button and moving my time up, or hitting automatic spawns, or whatever gets done on PCs. I can't do that like others do. I'm not even going to try it. I don't want to try it. I enjoy playing this game on a console. Now, my totals, again, may not be way up there like others are. Okay? I'm not complaining. Neither should you. I contributed to the HOGAMANY Hunt, but I don't focus on this game all the time. I focus on it maybe an hour or two at a time, and do different areas, maybe different videos or whatnot. And I go back to a different game and do videos there, and then do another game, do videos there. I am constantly posting different videos on different games. So, I mean, I'm not 100% concentrating on one specific game all the time. But let's reiterate something. Since we're at 99%, and those of you that might have followed and subscribed and listened to my advice, those of you that are just joining and are still struggling, even at this late stage in the community hunt, let's focus on how to pass harvest checks. And you can use this in your story missions throughout your game here in the Hunter Call of the Wild. And what you do there, okay, you use the right weapon with the right ammo, okay, that will pass harvest check 1. Harvest check 2 is getting a kill shot in the kill zone. That is the heart, lungs, or liver, all right, which is typically just behind the right or left shoulder, especially if you're using a bow and getting them in close. The third point to pass is absolutely no head shots. Preserve that trophy organ, because some of these animals that you harvest in this game can be mounted in your lodge. So with that said, no headshots, absolutely. And the fourth and final way to pass a harvest check is, say it with me, less than 2 shots. So strive for a 1 shot, 1 kill. Do your best to get that. So 4 points there. The right weapon, the right ammo, a shot in the kill zone of the heart, lungs, or liver, no headshots, and 2 or less shots. That is how you pass these harvest checks. So take that advice, contribute to the HOGAMANY hunt, and use that advice in your normal game. And you too will pass harvest checks that you may need to pass for your story mode missions and community hunts. So remember that. The right weapon, the right ammunition, a shot in the kill zone, heart, lungs, or liver, no headshots. I'm stressing it. Absolutely no headshots. And 2 or less shots to pass a harvest check. And with that said, you get all 4 of those points, you will pass the harvest check also. That's for any event that we do as a community. That is for your story missions that you do. That is for everything. Now, if you just want to farm, find me online or on Xbox, Devil Dog, D3VIL, D4WG, hashmark 9662. And if you would like to visit my Australia map and farm for saltwater crocodiles to get you some money up, feel free to hit me up, and I will open my map up for you to play in for a little while and allow you to farm. I've got plenty of tripod stands and tents that you could fast travel to right up along the Emerald Coast, the Ruby Coast and the Emerald Coast on the Australian map. And just hit me up, and maybe we'll run a little bit together and get on a headset and talk a little bit. I'd be glad to talk with you a little bit and just have fun and teach you about things that I've learned. There's one coming in right there, and we got a second one coming in behind him. Look at that. And he is about 200 yards out. So we're going to just let him come in a little bit closer. right along that ridge. So I use my night vision and I just scope them out. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to hit him because it's just on the other side of that ridge. Gotta let him come over. Put my handy dandy scent on. Spray some boar scent. Use a collar. And see if I can get him to come up over that rise there. While I'm waiting for them to come over that rise, there they are. That's a level 2. That's a smaller one. That's a female. I think that's a female. He's way up there. I might not have passed the harvest check on that one because I think that last shot was a headshot. That's alright. I'm just having a little fun with the rifle right now because we are at 99%. Looks like I might have to track 2 of them. The 2 I shot. And I like using my bow. I like getting them up close because they usually drop right where I hit them at. Which is alright. As long as they go down, I don't have to track them very far. It's 0407. So we got about 2 hours left in this stand. And then we will move on. I'm using the Ranger 243 with my new night vision scope that I have. And what I really like about this night vision scope is that I can also use it in the daytime without having to change out my sights every time I turn around. If it gets daylight, oh man, I have to change over to a regular sight. Not anymore. Not with this new night vision scope in mind. I am digging it. Check this out. Alright? Man. Makes a lot of things clear. So when it gets closer to daylight, I will also show you what it looks like in daylight. That you can still use it in daylight without having that brightness of the traditional night vision scope. And that you can still use it and you can just use one scope at a time instead of switching out constantly. Like, okay, it's daylight, and now I gotta switch over to my daytime scope. Not anymore. Not with this one, you do not. That is the new scope. It's a scopes pack that I've gotten, and it's like $4.99. total for the new scope. Um, I'm kind of digging it. So we will see. In fact, I will show you which one it is when toward the end of the video when we get out of this area. When we finish up hunting here, I will show you which one it is because I really enjoy it. And if you'd like to get it too, that's pretty cool. Um, the maps and DLCs and stuff here, they're not really expensive. So, I mean, it's kind of worth spending a few bucks here and there. Alright, I've got two down. There's one there and one there. Hopefully they are down. I won't have to track them very far. And we will go from there. Let's go ahead and use our handy dandy collar. And let's kind of scope out the area. Remember, if we overhunt an area, see those black dots, the black circles, we want to keep them at least like that. And when they start turning purple, bright purple and pink, that area is extremely overhunted. So that means that the animals will avoid that area for a while until that hunting pressure goes away. So we want to kind of keep them black as much as we can. For those of you that are just now joining my channel and watching my videos, I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of my channel and being a part of my community. Please feel free to subscribe. We are at 74 subscribers and our first milestone is right around the corner at 100. That means we need 26 more subscribers to reach that first milestone of 100 subscribers. I really have faith in our community that we can do it. You guys are great. You're awesome. I appreciate everything that you do to help make my channel grow. You guys are the best. You guys and girls are absolutely the best. Thank you so much. I enjoy making content for the community. You know, not just this game. Like I said, I play other games. And I post videos and content on other games that I do. And other games that I play. And again, my totals may not be the best here in game. My contributions toward the community hunt. But, you know, I'm not in this game all the time. I play it for an hour or two and then I put it down and go on to something else and do something else. Maybe create content in another game or just do other things outside of being on a console. Um, I just spend a little time, you know, here and there. And I try to be helpful to our community and try to build up our community and help our community, help hunters do what they need to do to pass their solo missions and their harvest checks and teach them how to do it. And speaking of harvest checks, let's reiterate on this. Do you remember the 4 points of passing a harvest check. I know this is not a test. I'm just asking if you remember. All right? So let's think about it. First point to pass is the correct weapon and ammunition. That will be the first point of passing a harvest check. The second is, do you remember? A kill shot in the kill zone. The heart, lungs, or liver. Dropping that animal and hitting them in the kill zone. Okay? Point number 3. Absolutely do not do it. No head shots. Repeat, no head shots. That will pass point 3 of the harvest check. And last but not least, less than 2 shots to bring the animal down. So 2 shots or less. And we may not have gotten a harvest check on these animals, but that's okay. We're still here having fun, enjoying ourselves. We are at 99%. I foresee us hitting 100% either later tonight or early tomorrow morning. We can do this. And I'm not seeing it as competition of who gets the most kills, this or that. As long as you contribute and help out the community in the community hunt, that's what I stress for. That's what I strive for. You strive for it too. We just pull together and do the best we can. If I spent more time in this game, then I probably would be having higher totals myself, like some of you out there. But that's quite alright. It's a community hunt. We do it together. We absolutely do it together. There's one coming in. Look at him. Go put some handy dandy spray on. See if I can spot him again. There he is. Hey, I got 3 I gotta go find. 0451. Ooh. Good thing I caught that. Had to reload. We got 3 down. Now we go find them here in about an hour of game time. always try to pick up all of your harvest when you drop an animal. And you follow your blood trail to either A, you have to bring the animal down, or B, you find its carcass so you can harvest it. I am constantly watching the challenges. We are at 99%. Wow. I'm ecstatic. I'm waiting for us to hit that 100% mark. I can't wait. Yes, it's just cosmetics, which is it's fine. It's just cosmetics, but still, pulling together as a community and completing a task together is pretty fun. It's a nail biter when you're not seeing the bar go up very much, or maybe a percent at a time or whatnot, and you're like, oh man, we've got so many days to do this, and you just want to do. So this will probably might be my last episode on the HOGAMANY Hunt. It might be. Then again, I may end up doing one more later. We'll see. Depends on how fast we get that 100%. So it's coming on daylight, so I'm going to have to switch to my normal binoculars. See how bright that is with the normal night vision? And it's not even daylight yet. But that's what your night vision looks like when it starts getting light out. Real bright like that. So we just look, we just watch, and we just scan the area. That's all we're doing is scanning for these boar. Stop right here for a second and take a drink of my coffee. Your boy OG Devil Dog has lost 10 pounds. I have cut out drinking a lot of sodas. Okay, I used to drink 5 or 6, 7, 20-ounce sodas a day. Now I allow myself one, maybe two, depending on if I'm having a sugar crash or if I'm getting a headache or not. And the rest of the time, I am drinking coffee to help keep the caffeine and help me from getting a caffeine withdrawal headache. And it doesn't have sugar in it, so I'm cutting back on that sugar quite a bit. So just cutting back on sodas and not drinking so many sodas and drinking more water and stuff. Oh, there's another boar. Will also help you lose that weight. All right. That scene. He coming in. He coming in slow. I don't want a headshot, so I want more of a profile shot on him. Let him come in a little bit closer. Look, I got that one in the rump. He went down. There we go. That one went down. We'll go find him in a little bit too. It is 0521. I am going to go ahead and put a little bit more spray on to keep my scent down. It's getting daylight out here. We got about 30 minutes, 40 minutes of time. Alright, you see how it's getting daylight. Alright? See how it's getting kind of blurry to see things with your night vision? It's getting there. It's almost too dark to use my regular binoculars, as I can't see. It's still too dark. So we're going to stay with the night vision just for maybe another 10-15 minutes of game time, then switch to our normal binoculars. Alright, if you stuck it out with me this long, thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying my channel, and thank you for being a viewer. Be sure to like and subscribe. We are reaching our first milestone of 100 subscribers. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and help me, this channel at OG Devil Dog, reach 100 subscribers. Thank you for doing everything you do to help me grow this channel. Because of you, my channel is growing. Alright, remember, stay in your stand from the feeding time beginning to the end of the feeding time, or drink time, or bedtime, the sleep zone time. Stay in your stand and focus on getting these boar in that area. Leave your harvest on the ground so more can come in during that time, and at the very end of the drink time, the sleep time, or the feed time, then get out of your stand. Alright, so let's remember these boar are feeding at 0300 to 0600 in the morning, so that's 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. And they are also feeding, and I'm using a lot of feedings, they are feeding also at 2100 to 000, which is 9 p.m. to midnight. And this game uses military time. Alright, see how things are getting really blurry? Let's switch over to our regular binoculars and see if we can see anything. Okay, we're getting things a little more clearer. Alright, so now we can see a little more detail. It's getting a little more daylight. So let's check something out on this daylight scope. Without me switching out, look at that. I can still see things really clear, even in the daylight with this night vision. I like it. It's pretty cool. It's not so bright, and everything is still clear as day with this new scope. And I will show you which pack it is in a little bit. But right now, we are focusing on the last 22 minutes of this area in game. So we don't have much time until the end of the feeding time. We're almost to the end of it. And we're just kind of scanning the area looking for these boar. While we were waiting, 99%. Wow. Alright, so I've gotten... See how it's starting to turn a little purple right here? Yep, that means I'm starting to overhunt this area. That's what that is meaning. Starting to overhunt it, because you see how it's starting to get purple. That means we're going to have to let it cool off a little bit before we come back to the area. I thought there was 3 down. I guess I'm going to have to double check that. I guess there's a blood trail I'm going to have to follow. That's alright. Patience is a virtue when it comes to this hunting game. The hunter call of the wild. Patience is a virtue. So you've got to be really patient in what you do and where you're at. Taking your shots with these animals just like in real life. You cannot rush them. You've got to aim for the kill zone. Got to get a good, clean shot. Now, let's reiterate one last time before we end the video. Before we go to the end of the video. What are the 4 points to pass the harvest check? Do y'all remember? Take a moment and think about it. Alright? First point is using the right weapon and ammunition. These boar that we are hunting are class 5. My weapon has to be within the range of a class 5 animal. So does my ammo. So using the right weapon and the right ammunition. Number 2, getting a kill shot in the kill zone. So that is the heart, lungs, or liver, just like you would in real life hunting. Just like if OG was out in the woods hunting today, which I don't do anymore, I haven't hunted in years, but just like I would do, aim for the heart, lung, or livers, which is just right behind the shoulder blade, either the right shoulder blade or left shoulder blade, depending on which way the animal is facing. And the third point to pass the harvest check in this game is absolutely no head shots. Okay? No brain shots, no head shots. Avoid destroying that trophy organ of the head. The second is, there's another one coming in. The fourth is 2 shots or less. And you see with the bow, I've been getting single shots. But with this gun, trying to get used to it and trying to get used to this scope. I know he's right there. I just saw him. There he is. I think I missed him. We will see. It's 0602 anyway. So let's go ahead and get down. Sometimes I stay in the stand until like 10 after. But right now, let's go ahead and reload and go find our animals. Sometimes they come in a few minutes after 6, so you can stay in your stand for like 10 or 15 more minutes in game time. That's quite alright. Alright, first one. Our very first one was right there. Let's go find him. If we downed him. I don't know what we've downed. I know we got one down up in the hill. Oh yeah, I did down him. There he is. And look at that. If you look at where it says silver on the left-hand side, trophy rating and harvest check, that was the proper weapon and ammunition, a shot in the kill zone of the heart, lungs, or liver. I did not hit a headshot, and I used 2 shots or less. And if you look at the orange, the top right-hand corner, got him in the right lung. Alright, that one passed. Let's go find our other ones. We shot it like 3 or 4. I know we've gotten one down, one other down. A lot of boar scat on the ground. Alright, this one took off. So now we gotta track it. Oh, this one's not gonna pass the harvest check. I can already tell you. Bleed rate is low. Did not hit a vital organ. But I am not going to leave him on the ground. I am going to go harvest him and get him back. And there he is right there. And it was an intestines and stomach, so I did not get him in the kill zone, but I still killed him. So he did not pass the harvest check. You see the heart with the arrow through it? That was not in a kill zone, so I did not pass that one. That's alright. So we just got 2 animals here. know there's a third one on the ground. Just over here. I got to orient myself. There he is, right up there. See? Let's look at that blood trail a second. It's a bleed rate medium. Got him in the left lung. If you look at the silver rating, that was the proper weapon, proper ammo, no headshot, in the kill zone, and no headshot. So we got him in the left scapula, left lung, and the flesh. Alright. So I know we've got another one on the ground. Let's go find it. And there he is, right there. Look at that. I think I dropped him right off the bat. He sure didn't go far. Look at that. Got him in the left lung. And if you look at the silver, proper weapon, proper ammo, in the kill zone, no headshot, less than 2 shots. I like that color, he's pretty. Alright, so we got 3 out of this one. Let's double check, make sure we don't have any more. Checking for any blood on the ground. Just double check, just in case we might have wounded one and we've got to track him. Alright, I'm not seeing any more blood trails. Let's go up on the ridge up here and double check. Oh, good deal. Alright, so see how that is slightly purple? I'm going to avoid this area for a little while and let all that hunting pressure go away. So I have got 1, 2, 3 others I can hunt at until that hunting pressure right there goes away. So I'm going to take my time and stay away from this area for a little while and end up going to a different area like here, here, or here. I've got 4 areas, kind of like a little box that I go to. Doesn't look like a box, but I got 4 corners that I go to. And so I'm going to let the hunting pressure go off because that's purple now. It's turning purple. It needs to cool off for a while. So going to these other 3 will help that one cool down, and I can come back to it at a later time. Let's see how the challenge is looking. Awesome! Check it out. 100%. We did it. Absolutely. Oh, wow. 72. I got 3 out of that, so I'm sure there was others that got involved into this community hunt. Oh, awesome. That's all I can say. We just finished this HOGAMANY hunt as a community. We started it at 99%, and we are at 100% now as a community. Congratulations, community. I am so proud of everyone for reaching and banding together to reach this goal as a community. Everyone is awesome. Oh, wow. I am so impressed. We did it. Awesome sauce. All right. Wow. That's yes. That's wow. All right. 100% everyone. Congratulations. Congratulations to the community. You guys are great. All right. Let OG show you what I was doing, what I have here. Let's go to the main menu, and I want to show you DLCs, okay? And show you what I'm using on my scopes and stuff. Let's go over here to downloadable content. See, they're not very expensive. They're like $3.99. I think the most expensive one is $11.99 or even $7.99. All right, so they're not very expensive. If you'd like to help OG open up some more of this stuff, feel free to donate. Feel free to donate and help me get these other areas opened up we can do stuff in. Alright, where am I at? I'm trying to show you. Alright, let's go all the way to the bottom here. Alright, I've got the modern rifle pack, the high caliber weapon pack, and this is the 243 that I'm using. That's my 300 that I use. The scopes and crosshairs pack. Alright. And the high-tech hunting pack. That is my night vision. There's the tree stand and tripod that I use. The ambusher pack that I use for my bow. But the scopes and crosshairs pack, okay? This is the scope that I'm using. I'm going to have to learn more about the customizable reticles, but I'm using that one. I'm also using this one. There's the electronic collar that I use. Alright. The game feeder pack that I use, the duck and cover. And if you'd like to join me in Emerald Coast, just send me a message. I will open it up and invite you to my area. I am so proud of this community. We did it. Awesome sauce. Alright, well, this is OG Devil Dog. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being at the end of this hunt with me. Completely awesome. Awesome job, community. And now we can move on to other things. Well, this is OG Devil Dog. Y'all be blessed, and I will see y'all next video.